Today guys, I'm going to show you how you can make coins even if you're bad at trading. We are back with the best bot of FC25 and this one is going to make you millions. And not only do I have a bot to make you millions, but we've also got a Discord that you're going to find all your trades and all your investments in all year round. Ladies and gentlemen, not only do I already have a pretty damn good team for day one, with both tradable informs and England's best attacker, I also have 50,000 coins. And that is because I'm part of the best Discord in FC25. I'm not only part of it, but I'm also a part owner. And if you want to join too, there is a free trial for the premium and a free Discord link down below. Now, first of all, one of my favorite features on the bot isn't even the bot itself. The thing I used the most last year was this little feature here. So you click solve SBC. For example, we got marquee matchups. It's 3.5k. So right now, there's not a lot of players in the game. A lot of people do not have a lot of cards. So for me personally, my cup's pretty empty. I can use this to solve the SBC. So how it works is I click use club players if available. It will use anyone from the solution that's in my club. It will go above foot bin prices if needed if I tick that one here, but maybe you don't want to do that. And you can also pick a different solution. So if you think there's a better solution, you can scroll through them and pick that. As you can see, it doesn't look like there are many right now. I think it's just, yeah, there's only 5, so we don't really have a lot of options to pick from, but you get the gist. So that is one feature that I used an absolute ton last year, and I probably will be using quite regularly. Now guys, the bot also has a mobile app, so make sure to go check this out because this is another way that you can control from your phone your sniping bot. How damn crazy is that? It means that if you're out and about, a marquee matchups comes up, a foot inform comes up that you want, maybe there's some player glitches that you hear about on the grapevine, maybe on Twitter or in the Discord, and you're going to want to grab them. You can do it very, very easily itself. We've got our auto bidder on the right side here, and we've got our sniping bot over here. So your auto bidder is going to be for bidding filters. So for example, if you find that a bidding filter on common cards, maybe they're going for 700, you can bid them in at 550. It's probably easier to bid than snipe in order to optimize your profit. That's when you'd go ahead and go over there. Then of course, we've got the sniping bot here. Now we've obviously got a basic filter here, looking at this, you know, gold, center back, common, French, Premier League. If we have a look at what these guys are going for right now, so quality, gold. And what's good about the bot is you can go through to the other section, so I can have a look and say, right, okay, well, how much are these players right now? How much do I need to be spending on them? What do I need to set the bot up on? So let's have a look at 450 coins. So 450, couple players, they've obviously just gone up at 59 minutes, so that means there are some going up, and then we've got a few, you know, 21 minutes is the most recent storm there. So you could probably get away with selling these at 450 coins. So what we can do is, if we go on the bot here, you can see I could pop this to sell price for 550. That means I'm going to get 122 profit. What's really good about this is it breaks it all down for you. So if I then go to 350, it's going to add that on there. So it's got a nice little calculator here. We can also, if we go here, so sell by footbin prices, so that's going to null that section out, and it's just going to set it by the price of the card on footbin. You've then got send to transfer list, so it will do that once again, nulls out that section, it sends it to your transfer list, and similar again with send to club. Now what's really good about this is sell using footbin prices. So to give you an example, the alternate of this filter right here, so if we were to go gold rare, you're going to have the likes of Todibo. You're also going to have the likes of, I mean, we'll actually have a look because I can't remember all the names, but basically if we go on the rare version, so pop this here, definitely need to change a little bit about our pricing there for the rare one. As you can see, we got Gusto, we got Kamara, we got a load of players. We actually want to go for center back on this one, so I don't know why I've not done that. Silly me. But Konate, for example, Todibo, you've also got LaCroix. So you've got a range of players, you know, just in those first 3 players that we've seen, all 3 of them are going for a different value. Actually, Todibo goes for about 3k, LaCroix is going for 4 and a bit, and then Konate 15. You don't want to be mixing those up, so of course you're going to use that to your advantage, of course, selling by the footbin prices so you get the most profit. Now what we'll do is we'll start this up, so this is going to start searching for us and hopefully grab us a nice little snipe at 400 coins, which we'll then sell on for 500. We'll set that down to 500 because we don't want to be trying to price ourselves out of it. You know, we don't want to spend too much time locked into that card, even though it's only 500 coins. We're in the early stages. That's a pretty damn lot. Now, if we have a look here, we've obviously got our delay settings. So you want to set this up as 3 to 5 seconds. So you can see here, that is the safest. You can also click on each section and change it to risky, 2 to 4 for medium. You know, if you've got a player that you really want specifically, let's say, for example, good one, Bellingham, he's extinct. You've got Hazard, they're extinct. Players like that, if you want a player, maybe you're going to play it a little bit riskier and use it as a one-off. Whereas, you know, if you're on a regular basis, you're probably going to be doing a little bit more diversity in your sniping. Now, what we can do, if we want to have a look at getting these guys for a little bit more, if I put that up to 550 and that up to 450, we're obviously going to see a few more cards. So it's about just deciding where you're happy to go in order to take your profit, what cards you're willing to go for. I'm going to change the filter that we're doing because it seems like we're we're not finding enough matches on the filter, being that it's on a lower one. Of course, right now in the game, that's going to happen. Now, I'm going to show you a really cool feature of this. So if we go to 3000 here, you'll see straight away, it should on the next search find a lot more players. So as you can see, it's found an absolute ton, and it hasn't bought a single one of them because it is only buying our players at 1200. Now if we go to 1300, for example, we're going to set that up. On the next search, it goes back to 0. So it's only finding you what you're putting in. And you've also got something called safe sniping. Now it looks like we've got our first snipe and we've missed it because I'm silly and I didn't set this up at 1300, as you can see. So 125 coins profit has been missed off of that tinny, and that's completely my own fault. So we missed the first snipe that the bot has actually got because of this guy here. So there is one thing that you can have on the bot, and that's human error if you do something like that. But what you will see as well is how useful it is that if you search, you know, here 1.7, but actually you only want to buy them for 1.3, and you've set this bit up correctly, you're only going to make the correct buys, which is always a little bit more useful. Now when we scroll down, what you're going to find is of course the safe sniping feature. Now this is brilliant because it stops you getting essentially caught by EA. It stops EA being able to take your account down because you've been sniping when you're not meant to. You know, in theory, the bot, if it wasn't safe, you would be able to. So this feature is essentially to protect you from EA. So obviously EA do not want bots on the game, and this stops them getting. So we've got safe sniping as a feature. What is safe sniping? How does it work? Basically, it stops you buying a ton of cards if you misput in the filter. So for example, when I put a filter in here, let's say if I popped this to 2k, I put this to 1.5, and I put this to 1.5, there's gonna be a ton of cards because they're selling at 1.5. So, you know, 30 cards might come up. Now the bot buys every card it can possibly buy. So if I've made a mistake, that's about to spend pretty much all of my coins and waste me an absolute ton. But luckily, because of safe sniping, that's not going to happen. We are protected by that feature. Basically, it stops you buying all the cards if you've misplaced in the filter. So basically, if there's a certain amount of cards that come up, it goes, no, we're not going to buy this because clearly there's something going wrong here. Now we failed our Calafori, which I've just noticed here, which is annoying. So we failed the Calafori. We've missed the Tierney because of my errors, but don't worry guys, the bot's going to cook for us. Now what is quite cool as well, we can exclude certain rarities, positions, leagues, which you can't do on your own sniping. And what we've also got as well is of course those risk factors, just to stop us getting any issues from EA from using this bot. Here we go, we finally got a snipe, and we've actually got two pretty damn quickly. The reason we weren't getting them is because the players are changing price. So the players have gone up to 1.7 rather than the 1.3 or 1.2 we were trying. And as you can see, it's now getting a ton. So we've got ourselves a Tierney, key war, and what we can even do, because there's a load of players being bought right now, if we want to, we can knock this down to 1.4, but you can say we are getting absolutely loads at that 1.5 mark, setting them on for 1.7, 115 profit since we've made those adjustments. And that's one thing, you've got to make sure you're making the correct adjustments to your filters, because that's where of course your profit is going to come. But as you can see, we've instantly gone ahead and got ourselves nearly 1,000 coins of profit in what, 2 minutes maybe? I mean, if we look back to when the first one came in, we're looking at 1932, and now it is 1933, and we're currently on 1,035 coins profit. So in less than a minute, we are absolutely cooking now. So what we'll do, we're going to try and make it a little bit harder for ourselves. We're going to put that on 1.4, see if we can get a little bit of a better snipe, so we're in for those better ones. As you can see, where we were still searching for 1.5, it was grabbing those cards at 1.5 but wasn't buying them because we don't have that on the buy now price. There's so many ways to make this bot work for you guys, and all you've got to do of course is get on our Discord for those investment tips. So make sure, well, and also sniping filters, so make sure to do that. Make sure to drop a like down below. Of course, we bring this video to you every year. I show you all the updates, and make sure, now of course guys, if you have enjoyed the video, make sure to drop a like down below. If you do want the bot, go in the link in description, you can go and cop that for yourself. And of course, make sure to check out the Discord, because that is where you're going to get all your investments and all your sniping filters as well. And I'll see you in the next one.